Okay, so we're going to get started. We're right on the button here at 1 o'clock. I'm sure we're going to have a number of other people be joining here. As you join, hey, good to see you, Dr. Murphy. Good to see you, Dr. Simon. All right, so we're going to get rocking and rolling. This is our first inaugural Bloomberg Digital Marketing webinar. We're going to be doing these every 2 weeks. We're going to be taking up different topics. And what we're going to be doing is having your account manager at Bloomberg Digital is going to advise you, hey, these are the topics coming up. And should you be there? Should you make that happen? Is it high priority? Of course, you can attend every one of them if you want. But for some of you, it's going to be absolutely important based on circumstances to make sure that you're here. So this first one's super, super important. I want to make sure that we got some basics in place. So again, everybody, videos on, no exceptions. I make these very interactive. These are extremely interactive. This is not just sit and listen to Dan talk because that's boring, but I want to make sure that everybody has the ability to put their video on. And so we're enabling you as a panelist right now. That just means that you can turn your video on because I want to see that you're getting something. And so if you're getting something, I'm gonna say, you guys getting it? And we're gonna use hand signals. So thumbs up is, yeah, I'm getting it. Show me a thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. Good. Thumb sideways means, yeah, I kind of get it, or sometimes applies. Show me thumb sideways. Good. Thumbs down is that does not apply, false for me, or I'm lost, or you suck. Show me thumbs down. There you go. All right. So those are our hand signals. Again, everybody, videos on. I'm going to get going right now. How many of you have observed that we've got some interesting, we'll leave it at the word interesting, changes in economy right now? Raise your hand. You're seeing some interesting changes in economy. There's noise, there's distraction out there. There's confusion. This is all part of normal life. You know, 2.5 years ago, it was COVID. Not too long ago, there was war in another country. Which is still going on, but that's not headline. Not too long ago, we had Johnny Depp as a fantastic distraction, and now we're starting to see some economy changes. We already have inflation hitting our patients and hitting you. And I want to talk about what may be coming. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't, and I can't say for certain that all this is going to come, but I want you guys to be prepared for what might be coming in the next 6 to 8 months. And what might be coming in the next 6 to 8 months is a turn in economy. And I'm not going to say recession. It's being said, you've heard it, but I'm just going to say things getting a little bit tighter. Some of you are already seeing that getting people approved for Care Credit and various credit companies is getting a little bit more stringent. Raise your hand if you've seen any change in approvals or percentages. Raise your hand. Yeah. So that being the case, you want to make sure that, okay, if we're getting people in and they're not being approved, you have your sales process in place. So we're getting grandma to come in and co-sign. We're getting grandma to come in and take care of things. You do what you do. This is not the ABC sales and communication seminar, but you get the idea. That's your sales process. But there are some people that you're just not going to be able to help, or they're going to be too concerned with finances, in which case you need to have plenty of patients coming in the door to offset any change in economy. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Okay. So the current scene right now is, you know, it's kind of light. You are fortunate in that you are in dentistry. That's fantastic. You're essential no matter what happens. Bacteria decay marches on. That's just, it doesn't matter what that personal financial situation is, if they're employed or not, you know, they need you. Will they choose you as a priority and their health as a priority? That's going to be up to you. But we are going to have some external pressure and external noise, which is a challenge. It's just a challenge. It's an additional challenge. So what I want you all to be doing right now, and this is a time to plan. Time to plan is before a storm. And if there is going to be a storm, you're prepared. If there's no storm, well, you're just all that more prepared and you're all that more solidified in your ability to get the job done. So what is planning? What is planning? What should you be doing right now? Well, rock solid sales line. If you haven't been to the ABCs recently, most of you are 3-year clients. You can do it for free. You got to, of course, pay your staff for that time, but revisit the ABCs if you haven't done that recently. And even if you have done it recently, revisit the ABCs. You can't learn selling enough. You guys are in there using those tools every day. And when you use a tool over and over, it gets dull. You got to sharpen the tool. So just continue to progress on your ability to be hard sell. And what is hard sell? Caring enough about an individual to get them through the stops and barriers that are preventing them from getting the treatment they need to be fully healthy and rehabilitated. That's it. It starts with caring. And caring first, technique comes behind that. Not technique first and then caring. Caring first and technique of what to do to overcome objections. So that's step 1. Step 2 is we're going to talk about immediate marketing things you can do right now to solidify your ability to bring in reaches. We call them reaches, whether it's a phone call, somebody reaches to you on Facebook, somebody walks into the practice, you get a referral name from a patient. What to do with these reaches and the entire line of reaches. And that extends from the marketing that you're doing to produce a reach, the incoming call, the incoming contact form, the incoming Facebook message, whatever, to bring about the reach, and then handling that reach at the front, converting that phone call or contact into a scheduled appointment, and then your reconfirmation process to get that person in. Then, of course, your sales takes over. So that's part of it. And then the other part of it is, what's the lowest hanging fruit? We're going to talk about what's the lowest hanging fruit. How many of you could use more new patients right now? Raise your hand. More new patients. You could use more new patients right now. Okay, good. So we're going to talk about the immediate things to do. We're going to talk about those immediate things to do. We always go for what's easiest. So I do have my chat active. If you want to ask questions, light it up in the chat. We've got the Bloomberg Digital team watching the chat. So if I don't see a question, Alex or Julia, probably Julia, will chime in and say, hey, Dan, we got a question in the chat. And I'll take that question up. But I want to talk about right now building your brick house. This is the time to build your brick house. So if in 6, 8, 10 months, things get interesting on the economy, you're all prepared. Who wants to be prepared? Raise your hand. Who wants to be prepared if that happens? Who wants to be prepared? Good. So that's what we're going to be talking about. First step, you got the current scene. First step is the one. Who is the one in your practice responsible for handling new patients? Now you might say, well, we all handle new patients. Well, kind of the receptionist. Well, it's kind of Belinda. Belinda's just awesome with new patients. Well, that's fantastic. But where's Belinda mostly? Is Belinda your hygienist? Is Belinda your assistant? I don't really care. We need a person. Whenever you have a function which is handled by everybody, how does that function go? Everybody's responsible for it. How does it go? Show me your thumbs. What happens? Everybody's responsible for that function. What happens? Yeah. What happens is nobody's responsible for it because there's no single one person who is ultimately responsible for that. Imagine if you didn't have somebody responsible for reception. We all just answer the phones. Good, the phone rings 7 times. We're all looking at each other. Why aren't you answering? Well, I'm busy. Why aren't you answering? Well, I'm kind of busy too. Okay, while you might have 4 or 5 or 7 people answering the phones, you do have one person ultimately who is responsible for incoming phone calls. And that phone call, show me how many rings on your fingers should be maximum before that phone call is picked up. Show me on your fingers how many rings. Correct, Dr. Simon? Correct, Shanna? Ideally, Carmina, I like that. Yeah, ideally you pick it up on the first ring. That says, hey, we're alive, we're professional. Less ideally, but probably more real. Second ring. Third ring, you're pushing it. It's acceptable, but you're pushing it. Man, if that phone rings 4 times or more, what does that tell the person calling in? What does that tell the person calling in? What does it say? It says there's no business here. It says we're either too busy to deal with you or too unprofessional to deal with you. Neither of those messages are good messages. So you have a receptionist. Now, the receptionist may have auxiliary people, a secondary, a tertiary, somebody who's fourth in line, somebody who's fifth in line, just in case the phone rings and we're all busy. But that's called a protocol. A protocol. I have a reception protocol, just like you have a hygiene protocol. You have a hygiene protocol. Okay, good. You're doing, you're probing, and boy, you hit a 5 or a 6. What do we do? Well, you have a protocol that says, what do you do if you hit a 5 or a 6 when you're probing for hygiene? But just like you have a hygiene protocol, you have a phone protocol. Good. The receptionist is ultimately responsible for every single call that comes in. Secondarily, it goes to this person. In tertiary, it goes to this person. They're third in line, then fourth in line, then fifth in line. And then you got your, sterilization tech in the back who's running and diving over an opportunity to answer that phone by the third ring if they hear it ring a third time. So you've got a protocol for reception, but you ultimately have one person responsible for reception. And just like reception, you have one person responsible for new patients, the one. Now, it doesn't mean they're the only person involved in the new patient procurement process, okay? But they are ultimately responsible for new patients. What would that position be? Well, that position is typically called the new patient coordinator. That new patient coordinator sits in Division 6 of your organizing board, underneath your PR and marketing executive, okay? So, say you don't have a new patient coordinator. Who's holding that from above? We call it HFA, holding from above. Well, that'd be your PR and marketing person. Say you don't have a PR and marketing person. Who's holding that from above? That's your office manager. So office managers, raise your hands. Office managers. You are the new patient coordinator until you assign that to someone else. And that's it. Again, the one. You have one person who is ultimately overseeing and responsible for new patient process. And what is a new patient process? Well, the new patient process is everything from start to finish on acquiring new patients. That would be marketing. That would be ensuring that when that phone call comes in, it is a new patient, that the reception gets it over to the new patient coordinator who deals with that person's questions and doesn't answer all of them, cultivates that, phone call and the interest. Hey, it's so good that you called. Wow, it sounds like you got a problem there. Now, you asked how much is a crown? Well, I can tell you this, the cheapest crown there is a crown you don't need. Now, am I saying you don't need a crown? I'm not, but sounds like you got something going on with that tooth. So the best thing to do is come in and we do a free second opinion. And the good news about our free second opinion, there's no obligation, there's no cost. So you come in, you get it checked out. Now, here's what I want to do, Mr. Smith. Between now and the time you come in, I want you to chew soft foods, okay? So this is on the right-hand side of your mouth. So I want you to try to chew on the left-hand side and then chew soft foods until you do come in. Because say there is something going on in there and then you bite down on a breadstick and you crack that tooth right down the middle. Now we're not talking about a crown anymore. We're talking about something more invasive and more expensive, all of which we can do here at ABC Dentistry. But of course, if you're concerned about price and such, we don't want to do that. So do I have your agreement between now and the time you come in, Mr. Smith, chewing on the left-hand side and soft foods? Okay, good. So that said, I know that's annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you in right away. We got today at 3 o'clock and we got tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mr. Smith, which of those two times works best for you? Oh, neither? Okay, good. Some better time today or better time tomorrow morning? You can make tomorrow at 2. Good, we can make that happen. Now, we're going to get you in and get you in an exam and do a second opinion on that. All right. And we're going to need probably about 45 minutes with you. Doesn't mean you have 45 minutes in your schedule, but it means we're going to make 45 minutes available for that person or an hour available for that person. And you're going to move the schedule so you can at least see that person. So that's the new patient coordinator, because that phone call, I just did it real fast. Think about how long I just spent talking. 5, 6, 7 minutes to get there. And if you're handling that on reception, well, the receptionist is probably going to have another phone call, going to have somebody walk in, going to have somebody walking out. So the new patient coordinator is the specialist to, once that phone call has been received by the receptionist, over to the new patient coordinator, and that person deals with that call. Whoever that is, who does that best? Who does that best in your practice? Now, you might be asking that question, who does that best in our practice? And it's not the office manager. office manager is busy running things and overseeing the sales process and stuff. Good. So maybe we double hat someone in the practice who's got a current hat. Hey, that's our insurance coordinator. She's really great with that, but she's primarily the insurance coordinator. Good. Well, for now, the insurance coordinator is going to get a double hat as the new patient coordinator until we get a single person for the new patient coordinator position. So that person knows that when the reception call comes in for a new patient, it's over to her. And we all know that when she's handling a new patient call, she is in a bubble. We do not pop that bubble. We don't go near her. We isolate her. We protect her. We foster that phone call. What can we do? Do we need to bring her, glass water because she's got a dry throat? Whatever we need to do, we make sure that our new patient coordinator, even if that's our insurance coordinator, who had to take that hat off temporarily and put on the new patient coordinator hat, that's totally okay. It's called the double hat. How many of you have a double hat? Raise your hand if you're double hatted. Raise your hand if you're double hatted. Good. How about more than two? And we're talking three hats. Who's got three? Who's got more than three? I am so sorry for you. All right. But listen, we can help you with that. You just come and just make sure you're tuned in with all your executive seminars and checking in with MGE, because once you got too many hats, man, you are spread too thin to do anything. Thumbs up if that's true for you, thumbs sideways, or thumbs down if you kind of like having 19 hats. Right. Yeah. Okay, good. So the new patient coordinator is the one. Okay. A lot of people might help in the new patient acquisition, conversion, right? They reach and we convert them to a scheduled appointment. We converted them to scheduled appointment. They come in, they get reconfirmed, and they are in. Now we convert them to a new patient and convert them into scheduled treatment, right? So we have conversions that happen at different places. Anybody involved with that new patient process, well, fantastic. We might have 5, 6, 7 different people involved in that process, but there's one person singly responsible for new patients, and that's the new patient coordinator. If you don't have that position named and being held right now, I understand. But for anybody who does have that position named and being held, whether it's a double hat, a single hat, a triple hat, whatever, I want you to raise your hand if you do have a new patient coordinator named right now. Good, great, Jennifer, great, Mana, good, great, Carmina, I know, excellent. All right, got Dr. Mansfield team. I know they've come so far. Awesome what you guys have done. So listen, that new patient coordinator position is a must. What is that person going to be doing? Well, I'm going to give you the ideal scene. This is operating under the PR and marketing executive, one of 3 executives that sit underneath the office manager. You have 3 executives that sit underneath an office manager. They're the front desk manager, the back manager, and the PR and marketing manager. Okay, and you could call these all different names. The VP for sales and communication, the vice president for operations over the back, and the VP for marketing, and public relations and over division 6. I don't care what name it is, but there are 3 executive positions that sit beneath this office manager. And beneath the PR and marketing person is the new patient coordinator in division 6. What's being done by the PR and marketing area is making sure that promotion is happening. That is the most important thing. I'm telling you, and some of you have just joined, so you're all welcome. You all got to turn on your videos, no exceptions. Everybody got to turn on your video. You're going to find out that I'm a stickler for that. I've let some of you go for a few minutes, but in about 5 minutes, I'm going to start kicking people. No, I'm not going to kick you out, but I might. Video's on, everybody. Video's on. What I want to make sure is that you have promotion and marketing happen, especially in the next 6 to 8 months. This is not the time. If something changes in the economy, you do not want to be figuring out your marketing. What should you do at that time? Marketing is not good when you need marketing, you're too late. When you need marketing, you're too late. Do you still do marketing? Yes, you still do marketing. But you should right now be planning and testing. Should I try Google Ad strategy? What postcard gets the best traction? Should we do a billboard? It's local, it's cheap. Should we try it? This is what you're doing in the next 6 to 8 months. You're getting your marketing channels nailed down so that if there is a change in the economy, you have offset that by increasing your ability to sell tightened up on your ABC, your pro sales, etc. You've been grooving that in, and you have your marketing channels popping. What is every other dental practice going to do that's not an MGE practice when or if there is a marketing downturn or an economic downturn? Well, what everybody does when there's an economic downturn is they do this. Oh, I better cut my marketing. Oh, things getting tight. I better cut my marketing. It's almost always the first thing that goes when somebody's cutting during financial slumps. Okay, well, during a financial slump, yeah, you cut expenses. You cut any sort of fat anywhere you can. But in marketing, you double it. You double your marketing during a financial slump or predicted or expected financial slump. Again, I'm not telling you there's a financial slump coming. So most of you are doing amazing. You're doing amazing. So don't take this and don't get all nervous. We don't need you all nervous and rattled. That's not the purpose of this. We want to plan, right? How many of you are in Florida? Raise your hand if you're in Florida. Okay, good. So we hear that Hurricane Jacob is coming in or whatever. What do? We prepare. We get water, we fill our bathtubs, get buckets next to the pool, do all this stuff, put up plywood and stuff. And all the while, we're hoping that Jacob goes right on over or dissipates before we get here. But if Jacob comes, the Hurricane Jacob comes, boy, we're prepared. This is what I'm telling you right now. Get prepared. Get your marketing channels firing, get them tested, and get your internal structure worked out so that you've got a new patient coordinator, you've got your sales line in, it's rock solid. And if there is a downturn and some of your patients are not being accepted or cannot afford, despite all that you do from your sales skill, you got plenty of new patients coming in so that your numbers don't dive. You have plenty of marketing being done and you're increasing your marketing during that time so that when your competition, unfortunately, and I don't even consider other dental offices your competition. I feel competition is ignorance, patient ignorance of health and long-term survival. But let's say other dental offices, they will pull back if such a economy downturn occurs. You double your marketing budget. You are the person to go to. You're out there front and center. Thumbs up if you're tracking what I'm saying. Thumbs medium if you kind of do. Thumbs down if you got a question or you don't agree. Okay, good. Very important. Build a brick house right now. This is the time to prepare and build a brick house. Good. If the hurricane goes right on by, dissipates before it hits land, great, awesome. You are just that much more prepared. But you otherwise have all your needful posts in place. Everybody's built and drilled. They know what to do, and they're doing it long before that happens. Okay, so you got the one, new patient coordinator and PR marketing team. What are they doing? They are launching promotion, making sure that you should, if you're under $150,000 a month, you should be thinking with about 15% going to marketing. 15% going to marketing right now if you're under 150,000 a month. If you're doing numbers like 350, 500, well done. Got a couple of our clients that just, I talked to the Salvatores yesterday. He had a $100,000 a day yesterday. They did 95, 105, and 110 last week. I mean, awesome, just awesome. When you got those kind of numbers, you can, you're not talking 15%. You can cut way back on your budget because you have a much higher volume of money and you can buy more with your marketing. So don't go on the 15% route if you're doing 500,000 a month. Probably sit around 7, 8, 9% with those numbers. But if you're under 150 a month right now, you should be thinking with 15%. If you don't have 15% and you're sitting there, Dan, you're saying 15% for my $120,000 a month office, and I'm wanting to throw up in my own mouth right now. I get it. Get with your power client manager, get with me. We'll look at your overhead. We'll find out what's going on. My guess, the first place I'm going to look is you are in a bunch of insurance plans. How many of you would like to be less dependent on insurance plans? Raise your hands. Less dependent on insurance plans. Okay, good. So we know what's happening with these insurances. We know what's been done in the last 2 years. How many of you have had cuts on your recompensated fees? Cuts from your insurance companies, right? Get ready. It's coming. It's coming even harder. It's going to get nuts because these guys, they're bragging. They're bragging. They're like, we're cutting our fees. They're bragging to their shareholders and to their insurees that they're cutting their fees. They're already doing that. They're bragging that they're cutting the fees to you to keep costs down. They are not lowering the fees. They are not lowering the fees of those insured. They're just saying that they're cutting. I mean, it's just crazy. So get ready for it to come out of your worst plan, then your second worst plan, then your third worst plan. In order to do that, you got to have marketing lit, right? Marketing needs to be going in order to do that, to replace some of these plans. But that's what we can be working on in the next few months. So your PR and marketing person or people are making sure promotion is being done. They're also tracking all promotion, every single channel. Good, we got a postcard going out. We have a call tracking number on it. Good, how many times is that phone ringing this week? Good, we have a Google campaign. How many times is the phone ring from that? We have this billboard on the side of the road with a QR code on it and a different tracking number. How many times does the phone ring on that? And this is what your PR marketing team should be doing. Then how many times did the phone ring? Not only did it ring, but how many converted into a scheduled new patient arrival? Good, that's a second conversion. And then the third conversion is, great, they scheduled, but did they arrive? So everybody hold up 10 fingers right now, 10 fingers, do 10 fingers. You get 10 new patient phone calls. I want to see everybody's 10 fingers, no exceptions, everybody's 10 fingers. Good, good. Out of 10 new patient phone calls that happen, we always know that there's going to be some stuff that comes in, right? Not desirable. But out of 10, how many do you think should be turned into a scheduled new patient call? Show me with your fingers. Out of 10, I got 8, I got 8, I got 8, I got 8. Good, good, 8. I got 7, 7, 5, 7. Yep, I got 9. I got one person who's 10. Sharon, look at you. I want all 10. I want them now. You get them in? No, I get it. I think that's a bit rough, Sharon. I think you're laughing, you're you know what off right now. So I get you. I think 10 is a bit unreal. I think 8 is a great number to shoot for. That's what we talk about. But you can also launch a campaign. You go to a health fair and you launch a campaign and you go and you spend this money on a health fair and you get a bunch of people who call in, but they don't schedule. But every other marketing line seems a normal conversion rate. So Google calls, normal number, percentage number scheduled. Facebook calls, normal number, percentage scheduled. Postcard calls, number, normal, percentage scheduled. But we did this health fair and nobody scheduled. Good. Are we going to do that health fair again? Thumbs up, thumbs medium, or thumbs down? Are we doing the health fair again? Yes, no, or maybe? Correct. No. That's how we plan our marketing. We plan our marketing around results. We can only track results if we have a call log. And a call log is tracking every single new patient phone call. Great, somebody calls in. You guys know it. A lot of you are doing Google ads. Somebody calls in. Hi, yeah, is this ABC Dentistry? Yeah, it's ABC Dentistry. How can we help you? Yeah, so I'm in Burbank. How do I get there? I'm sorry, you're in Burbank? Yeah, Burbank, California. Okay, sorry, we're located in Nebraska. Oh, no, yeah, hey, but if you're ever in Nebraska, stop on by, whatever. Great, so we're gonna put in a negative keyword for Burbank, California for ABC Family Dentistry. So we're gonna mark that down in our call log. Got a call from Burbank, California, looking for ABC Family Dentistry. Good, Google makes mistakes. Google, that happens. Somebody else calls, hi, ABC Family Dentistry, how can we help? Yeah, I'd like a large pepperoni. Could you put anchovies on half that? Thank you, Google. That happens too. So, hey, sorry, we don't do pizzas here, but do you have all your teeth? Okay, good. Any pain in any of your teeth? Yeah, no, this is a dental office, but we can help you with that. You like pizza? You want to keep eating pizza? You want to be able to eat pizza when you're 50? Yeah, we can help you with that. I would do that. But you're also going to note, hey, great, we got a pizza phone call for ABC Family Dentistry here. Whatever. Thumbs up if you're tracking. Thumbs up if you're tracking, everybody. Okay, good. And any questions? I'm looking in the chat here for any questions or any points. Okay. Cool. Great to see you, Suraj. Got your message. Appreciate that. Okay. Good enough. Good. So the new patient coordinator and the PR marketing team are tracking not only what marketing is being done, making sure that marketing is being done, but they're tracking the inflow, making recommendations to the executive council of what promotion we should do more of, what should we tighten up on, what should we consider canceling. Do not cancel any promotion right now. Don't. If you want, check it with me. One of our clients said, hey, Dan, we've been sending this postcard out and we have a call tracking number on it. We have received 0 phone calls. Should I cancel it? It's a great question. It's a great question. I said, okay, good. When did the postcard go out? 4 weeks ago. Great. What has happened with your new patients since that time? Well, we've probably gotten, a 30% increase in new patients, but they're not calling the tracking number. So we don't think it's a postcard. You know what I told her to do? The next postcard. Hit it again. I get it that, call tracking is an imperfect science, just all call tracking and call recording and sourcing of new patients. How many times have you had a new patient that is a referral and they come in and they said, yeah, it was Google, or vice versa? Who's that happened to? They came in off a postcard. Yeah. So it's an imperfect science. We're not going to harass the person. Wait a minute. I know you came in off the postcard, liar. No, we're not going to do that. No, we're just going to say, okay, great. Glad that blah, blah referred you. Glad that, you found us on Google. It's an imperfect science. Don't harass a person. But boy, they launched a postcard in conjunction with their Google ads, in conjunction with, their SEO. Great. But they've had a 25% increase in new patients. Fine, they launched a couple different things at one time, but no, keep the postcard going. Marketing impression. So your PR marketing team are advising the executives, and executives, before you kill a campaign, maybe just run it by me or your power client manager just to make sure. Thumbs up if you guys are tracking so far. Thumbs up. Good. Who's finding this valuable? Raise your hand. Okay, good. If you want me to speed up or move faster, I want you to do this. If you want me to stay the same, I want you to do this. If you want me to slow down, do this. Cool. Cool. Gotcha. Got a couple sharp shooters in here. Come on, Dan, let's get going. No problem. I will speed up a little bit. A lot of people said I'm happy with the speed. We're going to transition. First, do you have any questions on new patient coordinator, PR marketing person, what their task would be? You got to select one person. That person is overseeing that marketing is happening. They're tracking marketing coming in, and they are tracking the experience of that person. I know that the Smile Group is here. New patient walks in, and at least when I was there last, they had a menu. A menu. I said, you got a menu? Like burger, fries? What? No. A menu, new patient menu. Do you want earplugs? Do you want a blanket? Do you want a pillow? These different choices. And then they save those choices in the patient profile on the computer. And boy, what a great idea. And they just made that a very special thing. The new patient coordinator is overseeing that. The new patient coordinator would also take the patient through the practice and give a practice tour. Great, over there, that's our hygiene area. That's going to be your hygienist. And it was just a nice, warm and fuzzy for a new patient, made that new patient experience. The new patient coordinator is overseeing the entire experience. New patient coordinator is overseeing, great, hey, you just had your visit. How'd it go today? Oh no, come with me into the consult room. So what's happening? Oh, I just hate dentists. I hate dentistry. I hate drills. I hate needles. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Did somebody jab you or stab you? What? Oh no, you guys were great. You were amazing. I mean, this is the best dental experience I've ever had. I just hate the dentist. Okay, good. So, but we did okay. Well, you're the best. I've never had an experience like you ever. Oh, well, I'm really glad to hear that. And so sorry that you had a past bad experience or oh, it's been way more than just one. Okay, good. So you're going to keep coming back to us. Okay, is there anything else I could do to make dentistry a little bit easier for you? No, just keep it just like you guys have been doing. Awesome. We will. Really, really appreciate you coming in. It takes a lot of courage to come in, especially if you had these past bad experiences. Okay, good. So I see that you're scheduled to come back in here. We're going to keep you away from drills and needles by you just coming back in and seeing us on your routine schedule. It looks like you're going to be coming in here about every 3 months initially, because we're going to do some stuff to improve your gum health. Yeah, okay, good. So 3 months, promise, pinky promise. Let's see the pinky. Awesome. All right. That's the new patient coordinator. They're creating that feel good experience. They're also making sure that that person, if they're having a good experience, is leaving a review. Is that person going to be getting the review? Maybe. Maybe they're just going to go tap the assistant on the shoulder. Hey, 5 minutes between the doctor, time the doctor comes in and they got their numbing shot. Can you get that review? They love you. Can you get that review? New patient coordinators tapping the assistant on the shoulder, tapping the hygienist on the shoulder, reminding the doctor that they love their doctor. Hey, new patient coordinators asking me, we're trying to get online reviews. Would you mind? You've said some great kind things about me, and I appreciate that, and my staff and stuff. Would you mind leaving us a review? If we get 10 reviews in a week, I buy the whole staff Starbucks. It's just a game we play. They're so close. Would you mind leaving an online review saying the same things you just said to me? Yeah, great. Okay, good. Scan this QR code. New patient coordinator is overseeing that. So are they doing every one? They might do some, but they're going to oversee that that is being done. Okay, any questions on what the new patient coordinator's job, function, task, duties are? Anybody, raise your hand if so. I'm going to unmute you. Okay, good. Dr. Rai, unmute, please. Dr. Rai, unmute.
Yeah.
Good to see you, doctor. Did you have any questions for me?
No, only question is you told about the Google, if they wrongly, plug in some SEO words, how do we fix them?
Say it again.
No, you said that, if we are getting a call from the wrong area.
Good. So somebody calls you to order pizza.
Right.
And, or they call you from California. Good. So
Correct.
you're going to note that down and you're going to alert your account manager in Bloomberg Digital. I got a phone call from Pasadena, California, and what they're going to insert is called a negative keyword. See, when you're doing Google AdWords, you're doing keywords like what, dentist near me, implants, dental implants, Invisalign, those are all keywords. Now we're going to do a negative keyword, not Pasadena, California, or whatever, not California.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Great question. Good. Anybody else have any questions? Raise your hands. New patient coordinator, job, functions, duties. Good to see you, Dr. Selden. Anybody else have any questions on the job, functions, duties of new patient coordinator? Good. All right, now listen. What's the lowest hanging fruit? We have kind of a celebrity long-term client here, Nisha, who just signed out, or is she still here? Nisha, are you here? Nisha, did you go away? Oh, there you are. Unmute for me, Nisha.
I'm here.
All right, so Nisha Patel, guys, from Texas. Don't mess with Texas, and definitely don't mess with Nisha and the Patels. Nisha, we had a conversation last week, and I said, hey, Nisha, what I want you to do, I gave Nisha some homework last week, and I said, Nisha, in order to get, we're gonna like move things into the next level and new patients. But the first thing is we're starting at the very top with the doctor and the office manager, the two co-owners, Nisha and Dr. Patel. Said, I want you guys to actually go out and talk to people and schedule them as a new patient. You two specifically, people in grocery, in line and stuff. Nisha, can you tell me what you did and who you got, how you did it?
So last week we actually had, my husband and I had a game between the two of us, and we were supposed to schedule an internal referral from any patient that walked through the door or through the grocery line or whatever. So I actually did, we had a patient and I noticed that she didn't have her family scheduled with us. So I asked her, and so she scheduled her parents that just moved from I think Florida, and then her grandmother. And then so that was 3 patients that I got off of one. And then the other one was I went to the post office.
Tell the story, give the background. Come on. A little bit
about the background. It's embarrassing, but and I have my hygienist in the background laughing, but so anyways, I went to the post office because I'm doing every direct door mail the week before. I got into a fight with the post office, and essentially I asked for a supervisor, I talked to Dan. He was like, go back, and figure out where the postcards are, because none of my postcards, I had sent them off on June 6th and I haven't had a call since. So I went back and talked to the supervisor, and she was like, well, the postcard's great. I wouldn't understand why nobody would ever call. So I said, well, do you need a dentist? And so she's like, actually, I do. And so that was the supervisor of the post office. So she scheduled, and then a coworker of hers was listening into the call, and she was like, oh, well, what are you guys talking about? And I said, oh, well, we're talking about Invisalign. Do you want one? And she was like, yeah. So that was that.
And I'm just telling you, it's that simple. I want you to think like this right now. Sometimes I run into this. People say, I'm marketing. And I say, well, what are your internal numbers? Like, of your new patients, how many of them are referrals? Of your existing new patients, how many of them are referrals? And boy, if you are not hitting like a third or a fifth, you are in trouble. And it's something right now that I just telling you, you've got to right now, make a decision. Raise your hand if you want more new patients. Raise your hand if you want more new patients. Good. Now, I'm going to ask you this right now. How many of you are willing to actually do something really, really, not aggressive, like you're going to go beat people up, but you're really, really like willing to do what it takes to get more new patients? How many of you feel like really, really willing to take action right now? Okay, that is the first step. Do I have you guys? Okay, good. Dr. Murphy, I was just going to make sure. Okay, good. That is the first step. You've got to say, listen, I'm going to do what it takes to bust open the doors and drive in more new patients on my practice than my practice could ever possibly waste. That's the purpose of marketing. Drive in more business on the business than it could ever possibly waste. Okay, that you are struggling to find spots. You are struggling to find, like, literally the back is like, I don't know where to put these people. Good, let's get them on their first exam. Let's get them in here. Let's do this. That is the problem of the back and scheduling. The problem of the front and PR marketing is getting them in. So what I want to challenge you all on, everybody on this call right now, you've got to blow any sort of disassociation you have with marketing. I'm not saying that you're disassociated from marketing, but you got to make sure that there's just no gap. There's no gap between you and direct hands-on to bring about patients. If we're going to ask our staff to get more referrals, then you're going to have to do it yourself personally first and be willing to do so and try it. I gave that challenge to Nisha and Nirav. I mean, I gave that challenge on Thursday, and she had those patients scheduled by, I think, Friday or Saturday. Like, she just went out there. And of course, now she's very trained with MG, great communication skills. She's great at selling. Okay. So fine. She might be a step ahead of some, but at the same time, I want you to think with this data, the lowest hanging fruit are the people who are coming into your practice right now that continue to come back and come back and come back. They are sold on you. And when they tell their friends about your practice, their friends are sold on you. Now, their friends might not be sold on the treatment they need. So you're going to have to learn to sell and do selling and repeatedly, tighten up your skills. But how many of you like referrals? Like, as a new patient, you actually like referral patients? Okay, somebody tell me, keep your hand raised up. Why do you like them? Somebody tell me why you like them. Dr. Simon, unmute for me. Tell me why you like them.
Just because they're already sold on your practice. They've heard great things. So when they come in, they're in.
Exactly. Good. Somebody else raise your hand. Like, why do you like referral patients? Yeah, go ahead. Sharon, tell me.
They're pretty much free.
Yeah, the price is right. Like, now they're free with the caveat that you worked your tush off to get that person who doesn't like dentistry either to talk to a friend who also doesn't like dentistry and get that person to come in. So there's a whole lot of service that has gone into the process. There's a massive amount of service that has gone into you getting that. So it's free in that it didn't cost you additional, but boy, you have spent, for many of you, hundreds of thousands of dollars to create that patient experience, create that level of service, create such a competent team. Raise your hand if that's true. You've invested massively in making your team awesome, right? Good. Is that Tamara who also raised her hand? Yeah, let's hear from you. What's up, girl? Unmute for me. There we go.
What's up? Hello.
Hey, you.
One thing, like whenever you see a new patient referral or here at the office, we definitely love to know that our staff members are on board and we're wanting to receive new patients and they want that as well. And so it's awesome to see. I mean, they just handed out care to share money to our employees just this week, and we had 20 come in just the past week. So that's a lot. 20
That
care
is-
to shares.
It's awesome. And tell me, what is the game that you play? Because you guys are all about games at Dr. Dill. So what
Oh,
game
yeah.
do you play with your staff to get them to, get on board with the passing out care to share and be, not serious, like downtown serious, but like, yeah, we're getting referrals. So what's the game?
So we've been receiving about 175 new patients a month, which is big compared to what we were a few years ago. When we set in a game, like if we notice that care to shares are down, because we do go by our stats, we think of things that would be fun to our employees, like a shopping spree. Each employee gets like $100, and those girls absolutely love that. I mean, they go crazy out in the parking lot. So that's fun. Also, we reward them if it's trending and it's not dropping. We'll reward people with $20 bills. We have a hygienist. Right now we have a game. Dr. Dill sending one person from admin and one from like hygienist and restorative.
Sure.
So the ones that bring in the most through this entire year, he's sending them on a trip. So right now, one of our hygienists, just a month basis, like she is consistent each month. She's really good at what she does. She gets in at least 5 a week. And
5 referrals from that one position alone.
yes, each week.
Each
And
week.
so, I mean, she's our top ranking hygienist each month. So, I mean, it's just really fun to watch how competitive our team can be and how fun it just brings up the atmosphere in the office. Like everybody loves playing games. So, if people are like downtown where, oh my gosh, this is another job I have to do. This is, like if they treat it like a job,
yeah,
you're not going to have a good outcome. So if you make it fun and high tone and energetic, like everybody's going to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
I love watching them.
So I'll tell you, everybody give her a big hand. Well done. What a great team. Well done. All right. So I'm going to say this is, we're going to come in with some really hard hitting stuff, some additional things that other clients have done. And we're going to share successes. How many of you like hearing from actual practices instead of just boring old Dan Brown? Of course, we want to hear from other people who have done it and what are they doing to actively do it. So in the coming, I'm calling this webinar or whatever, in the coming ones, we're going to have part of it's going to be a presentation by me, and the other part is going to be presentation by winning clients and how they have done it. So it's not just going to be from me, but this first one, I'm going to tell you this: you are all tasked with going out and talking to people. I want you to think with these statistics right now. 1 in 3 Americans, Dr. Ken, welcome from Canada. I don't know what the percentage is in Canada, but I think you're generally a little bit more healthy than the US, but you could do your own study. 1 in 3 Americans don't go to the dentist. Don't go to the dentist. This is not 1 in 3 Americans don't go frequently or routinely. This is 1 in 3 Americans don't go to the dentist. It's a shocking statistic. whatever the statistic is in your immediate region, which you can study it up, like, what's the frequency and that people go to a dentist or go to a dentist routinely. You can study it for your area. I encourage you to do so. But whatever the number is, then ask yourself the next question. Why don't they go? Why don't they go? Put it in the chat why you think they don't go. Type it in the chat right now. Why do you think they don't go to the dentist? I want to see all your answers. Just go crazy here. Fear, money, Nisha, spot on. Good. Yep. Tomorrow, because they've had a bad experience, 100%. Money, Sharon, yep. Carmina, fear, yep. Sharon, fear, yep. They forget about it, yep. Lack of value, yeah, they lack value, yeah, like they don't understand, well, why should I, teeth, schmeeth, right? Correct, Dr. Selden. Don't see the need, straight on, Dr. Simon. They get, right, fear, money comes up a few times, worried about the outcome. Yeah, yeah. Any others? Keep it going, keep it going. And you think about these reasons, it's truly that they don't understand what you have to offer. Yeah, picking the right dentist. Yeah, that's right. Real hard. Think that they'll be fine regardless, right? Yeah, 100%. Vacation. Yeah, they have other priorities. They don't realize how it affects their health. Yep, straight on. Good. So what we're going to do right now is an exercise. We're going to do an exercise. We've got 8 minutes left. You know that these individuals don't totally understand that keeping their teeth healthy, yeah, teeth are not a priority. Fear, yep. Right, Ramana. Healthy teeth and gums, people live longer. And if you don't know the studies, send us an email. We'll send you the studies. It's amazing. 7 to 10 years longer, people who have healthy teeth and gums. People who don't have healthy teeth and gums are susceptible to illnesses and systemic conditions, including but not limited to diabetes, heart disease, blood pressure issues, birth defects, premature birth, pancreatic cancer, stroke, Alzheimer's. The list is massive. It's our job to turn our existing patients into ambassadors, not just for our practice, but for oral health. And when you're sitting with your patients, I want you to talk to them about it. I want you to say, did you know hygienists are awesome at this? They're awesome at this because you got a captive audience for about 45 minutes. What's the person going to say? Yeah, that's it. So hygienists are sitting there. If there's outstanding treatment, they're talking about the outstanding treatment. Hey, Mr. Smith, really, doctor's going to see you about this, but it really is time to, let's get these crowns done. Here's why. Not much you can do, but if they got outstanding treatment, we're going to spend some time talking about that. And then we're going to talk about, because people with healthy teeth and gums, they live longer. People who don't have healthy teeth and gums, well, beyond not having their teeth, they have, links to these systemic conditions. Independent studies have proven it. And ask yourself this question: do you want to keep your teeth? Well, yeah, of course I want to keep my teeth. Great. Like, what are your favorite foods? Do you like pizza? Oh, I love pizza. That's my jam. Okay, good. Do you like steak? Yeah, I like steak. How about pork chops? Nah, not a big thing. Okay, how about apples? A what? Okay, good. Good. So let's talk about pizza. Let's talk about pizza and steak. Do you want to eat pizza and steak when you're 50, when you're 60? Of course I do. Good, you're not going to do it with a denture. Now, you know that, and that's why you keep coming in here. But 1 out of 3 Americans, or whatever, what are the percentages in your area, don't go to the dentist. You know why? Because of fear, past bad experiences. They're concerned, they hate needles and drills, and who doesn't, right? But how have we treated you as a patient here? Oh, amazing, great. We need your help. We need your help to spread the word. Do you know anybody who doesn't go to the dentist? Yeah, my brother. He won't go back after this root canal that went south. Wow, what happened? Yeah, about 5 years ago, we got a root canal. Had to get it redone, had to pay each time he got it redone, paid for 3 times, eventually had to pull the tooth. He said, that's it, I'm never going to a dentist again. Oh my gosh. He hasn't been a dentist since then? No. What's his name? Bobby. Bobby what? Jenkins. Okay, Bobby Jenkins. You got his phone number? Okay, good. Can I get it? Great. Okay, good. Now, can we get him on the phone right now? I mean, he's working. We could try. Let's give it a shot. What do you want me to say? Just say, hey, listen, I'm here. I just found out that, people with unhealthy teeth and gums, don't live as long. And Bobby, you're my favorite brother. And you can also be, there's links to all sorts of body problems. And these guys, I told them about your experience. They just want to get you in, no needles, no drills. They're just going to make sure that you're all healthy. Okay. But Tamara's right here. She's going to talk to you and just pass me the phone. Great. Hey, I'm so glad. Thank you for taking my call, and sorry to catch you off guard like this, but yeah, your brother was telling me about this. I want you to care that much about people. I want you, when you go shopping, to care that much about people. I want you to bump into people, when they say, what do you do? Yeah, I work at a dental office. Oh, do I like what I do? I extend people's lives by 7 to 10 years. Really? What do you guys do there? Yeah, awesome dentistry. Most people don't go to the dentist because they hate it. They don't like drills and needles. Yeah, we specialize in people who hate dentists and go and hate drills and needles. We're great with these patients. Yeah, when was the last time you were at a dentist? It's probably like a year, maybe a little 2, something like that. Come on down. I've got these vouchers. I could give them out to a select few people. Come in for free exam and x-ray. Let's get you in, but you don't want to do that, huh? Did you know that if you don't do things right now, you could lose your teeth? We're sitting here eating blah, 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 and you might not be able to do that when you're 50. I care enough about you. Can I give you this card? Great. Let me just get you scheduled. I'm going to call the office right now. That is hard sell. That is caring. Thumbs up if you're getting it. Thumbs sideways if you're kind of like backed off on this. Thumbs down if you're scared. Would never do this in a million years. Okay. You've got to do this from the very top. I want you all, the task that you are being drilled with this week, this is your drill, this is your practical. Go out, get 5 people made appointments. Now, will they all show? They might not, but I want you to make 5 appointments with people that you run into. I want you to create a game. Every person that comes in from it, I want you to get a bonus out. Think about how much you spend to get people in the door right now with your marketing. So giving your staff $50 for everybody that arrives. I don't care. You guys can work that out. $25, $50. I don't care if it's $100. I don't, because that person will probably stay on with the teams that I see here and know here. You'll probably stay on, but I want you to play a game, a sprint game. I want you to get 5 this week. Who's going to play the game and win the game? Hands up. Who's going to play the game and win the game? And I want you guys to do it. I see the money. Tomorrow's waving the bill. I love it. Yeah, I want you to play that game. And there you go. I want you to play that game, and I want you to reward your staff when they do it. Okay? Very minimally. Staff member brings somebody in, brings in their friend, brings in their mom, whatever. Right there, they should get an on-site cash card or a cash bonus right there. Take care of it in taxes and all that you need to. Of course, I'm not telling you to do weird things. But take care of your staff. Play that game and have a blast. Have an absolute blast. Now, that is a challenge. We got 2 minutes. Dr. Dill, show me the money. Yeah, and she did too. She was waving the money. What were you waving there, Tamara? What was that bill? That's a $20 bill. I love it. Love it. Love it. Good. So we're going to open this up to questions. Who's got questions? Raise your hand. First come, first serve. Questions. Concerns. You want tips? Good. Okay. How many of you are seeing value in this meeting? How many of you are seeing value in this? Okay, good. How many of you are going to take my challenge? 5. Who's going to take the challenge? Okay, for any client that gets 5, we're going to have a reward for you. Okay, Bloomberg Digital is going to have a special reward for you and your team. Okay, 5. You got to get 5. You got to go out there and you got to beat the pavement, talk to your patients, whatever you want. We'll figure something out. We'll make it fun. We're going to keep things in games, because what is games? Games is 22 on the tone scale. I don't know if you ever saw one of our clients, Matheson Dentistry out in Queen Creek near Phoenix, Arizona. They have t-shirts. They sent me one, the 22 crew. It's Matheson Dentistry on the front. On the back, it says 22 crew. I'm so embarrassed. I said, what does 22 crew stand? What is 22? What does 22 mean? They said, Dan, are you serious? 22 on the tone scale, man. We're in games. They operate at games. Dr. Dill operates at games. You create games, because boy, we got a task. We have a task at hand. We have people who don't appreciate your services. We have people who don't understand that healthy teeth and gums make them live longer. We have people who think other things are far more important than their long-term health. That's a scary thing. That's a scary thing. So it's our job to educate them out of ignorance on these points. They might be very intelligent people, but they're ignorant on these points. It's our job to educate them out of it. We could take that as a burden and as a task and it's a job and it's downtone, or we could have games about it. We create games and make it fun. While we win, we make sure our patients are winning and we're taking care of our staff. So thumbs up if you're tracking, thumbs up if you're tracking. Okay, good. Now, at this point, that's our hour, but I am going to open this up to question and answers. You're welcome to drop off the call. We're going to do another one in 2 weeks. We will announce the topics, but right now this is your assignment. You must send your compliance in. You have 1 week from today to get the 5. Get the 5. Like I said, we went out, we did it. We got 5 people just by asking. Send your compliance to your account manager, send the proof, give them the names. I don't care. We'll take your word for it. Just that you did it. Dr. Sullivan, you're very welcome. Do you get cash for every 5? Not from us, but we'll figure out something fun. But should you give cash to your staff for every single one? You should. We'll figure out something even better than cash for you guys, like chocolate or something. Yeah, you're welcome, Dr. Patel or Nisha. Good. And then this is now, we're going to do a little open question and answer period. If you have anything else, like you want to take this up, you have a question about this, you were hoping I would cover that. So anybody raise your hands? Facebook marketing. Ooh, Facebook marketing, that's a great one. Okay, good. I want you to open up your microphone and ask me specifically about Facebook marketing. If you wouldn't mind, give me what exactly about Facebook. Good to see you, Dr. Patel. Good to see you. So tell me what your question is. Activate microphone. I know. I'm always going to encourage you to, as best you can, log in on a computer, just because I'm going to do some slides and presentations starting the next one. What you got? Facebook marketing.
Hi. So I am like dinosaur old, and I have
You are not.
Facebook works. So I've heard about funnels. I've heard about click to action stuff. Right now, we just do organic pictures, like team photos, but that's about it.
Beautiful.
I have an Instagram page, but again, I'm old, so I have no idea how to work that thing. So I have a person in the office now who is kind of interested. So I want to see how to help her. Like, how can I use Facebook? At the most, maybe I boosted a whitening special every now and then, but nothing more than that. So funnels has caught my attention, and I just want to know more.
Good, you got it. Okay, good. What's the name of the practice? Are you okay if I bring up a practice live in
Yeah.
front of everybody else?
Yeah. It's Aviva Dental Care in Austin, Texas. AVIVA. Like when I remember and when I can, I'll do a Facebook post. Like I did one for Father's Day. We got a couple of pictures. That's about it.
Great. Okay, good. So that you're doing anything, awesome. That's the first thing, okay? I want you to make sure that you're never down on yourself, because it's never too late to learn. And here you are, and you're doing more than a lot of people. I've got people coming into the new patient workshops saying, do I really need a website? Like, really? And yeah, when I have them scan a QR code, they're like, it's asking for a Gmail. What's a Gmail? I don't know what a Gmail is. Okay, good, that's a Gmail. So listen, it's always somebody behind you. All right, so you got, let me just pull this up. You guys have a good start. Okay, good. So 149 reviews, 4.9 stars. Good. So you got the first basic in place, which is 150 reviews. You're one away, 4.9 stars. That's the exact sweet spot that you need. Beautiful. We want to boost that because you're in a competitive area. So just keep that walking.
Our goal is to hit 200, hopefully by the end of the year or by October.
Good. Well, our team is going to help you hit that within the next 2 months. Okay. So we're going to, We're gonna help you with that.
Okay.
There's an exact system by which you can get, I think we have probably some of our top clients are getting 25 reviews a week.
Oh my.
Doctor, how many patients are you seeing through hygiene and production on average a day? On average.
So I'm heavily PPO practice. We see about 16 patients a day.
Good. So let's call it 15. 4 days a week?
Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday. Okay, good.
Yeah,
So,
Saturday we see about 20 to 25, sometimes 30, including kids.
okay, so that's a big day. That's a big day.
Yes.
Good. So you can be averaging, not too difficult for you guys to get 10 to 15 reviews a week. Okay. So I want you to email me, and Julia, just take note. I want to connect them up so we can put that into place. 15 reviews a week. It's going to put the boost that you need in. Okay. I'm going to show you that. Anybody else that wants that help, you certainly just put it in the chat. I want review help. But here we are on your Facebook page. Is this correct?
Yes.
Good.
We use the selfie sticks that we got at the owners conference. I love that tool. I didn't even know that it did.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, first of all, this is all great stuff. Now you've got Bird Eye connected into
Yes.
this. We're leaving a review here, which is good, but the automated image is repetitive. It looks like you're just reposting the same thing. So I would have Bird Eye modify that. We want the review. We don't want that image.
Okay.
Or we could, you could change that image out and another amazing review, but we want the review to be that big, not this big. So get with the Bird Eye guys on that. Okay, good. It's mostly Bird Eye. Mostly Bird Eye.
I signed up with them 2020.
Yep.
And
yeah. Did you sign up with them primarily for the review help?
yes,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're going to put our
Before-
system in. Yeah.
a couple every month, but Bird Eye was kind of helpful.
Yeah. We're going to get our system in place and we're going to help you drop Bird Eye out. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to terminate their contract in November.
Yeah.
Or December.
So, because it really is not a whole lot of value if that's the main thing you're using from them. So if I go to your posts,
Okay.
your photos,
We try to do a setup for every holiday.
Yeah.
So that patients have a little fun with that sometimes.
good. Love it. Love it. I mean, I love this. This right here is
that
great
was-
stuff.
When I first opened the office back in 2016.
Good. I want to show you something here. Just in comparison, without me saying a word, I want you to just look at their feed. Your posts,
Oh, yeah.
okay?
Yep.
So the image brings me in. We
Got
in marketing, right back to the new patient workshop, you have attract, interest, get your message across. Attract is the photo on the left. Interest is your photo on the right. Get the
Right.
message across here. Another transformation. Terry is now able to smile and chew confidently. No more struggles with his teeth. Thank you, Terry. Awesome. And then a patient who also got a new smile posted on theirs,
Mhm.
on that post. Dr. Rich did a fabulous job. I'm very happy with my new teeth, right? Good. Now look at this one.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funky and fun, right? Then another before and after.
Okay.
Then today we celebrated our incredible hygienist Allie's 3-year anniversary with Salvatore Dental. She is truly our sunshine in the office, never failing to bring smiles to all around her. Now, just be a patient right now. Just pretend you're a patient and you're going through this Facebook feed. What do you think about them in this post? What do you think, Doctor?
It shows that the boss or the owner takes care of their employees, and the employee is basically happy and wants to be there.
Spot on, spot on. And it's celebrating like, hey, we're family practice. This is important to us. Our staff are important to us. As much as our patients are important to us, our staff, and they're so important to you, aren't they, patient? And just look at the engagement. 56 engagements, 8 comments, 1 share. Okay.
Can you call Miss Dushare, Missy?
Yep. Happy birthday to our superstar of an assistant, Kaylee. Right? 43 engagements, 7 comments, 1 share.
Right.
3rd year anniversary for Becca. Another smile. Look at this. Look
Yeah.
at this. This guy went from being like 60 years old to 30 years old. I
Right.
mean, that's just crazy. Right?
Mhm.
Donut. Do not forget to, that's pretty good. Do not forget to brush and floss today. Happy National
Yeah.
Donut Day from the team. That's
Yeah.
cute. Okay, so I want you to study the Salvatore Dental page. Okay. With your team, just get some ideas and have some fun. You can copy it. You can come up with some great ideas. And, you know, just have fun looking at this, like celebrating continuing education.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so, and even just like, hey, we had an awesome opportunity to volunteer at the new location of the Children's Museum at Saratoga. Thanks so much to the team at the museum for allowing us to come this morning. And so this was probably posted on that site for that museum, which that will expose Salvatore Dental to all of their followers. So your first step in social media, specifically on Facebook, I want you to study this, and then I want you to start getting creative. Like, what are some of the fun things? And that's like even some of the corny stuff, like, you know, hey, Doc got a new haircut, and it shows you in like, you know, a wig with dreadlocks or something, you know, like just have some fun, you know, have somebody bring in their bulldog and, you know, just celebrate that bulldogs are cute. It doesn't have to be related to dentistry. It's family dentistry. We are about family and union and community and all these things. So step out of the dental box a bit on this and have some fun. And, you know, do some, like, look at this photo, one of these museum posts that they did. It's just kind of fun, you know, they're helping out. It's community volunteer stuff. Yeah. They're having a good time. And yeah, some stuff will get engagement, some stuff won't. Then when we want to turn on ads, that's a whole separate subject. Okay. So ads are going to be, you don't have to worry, your post. Get your ads, you know, and somebody from Bloomberg Digital can help you with ads. Don't try to do Facebook ads by yourself. It's gotten very, very complex. So reach out to whoever your account manager is, and we will help you with that. We'll do some piloting. We'll test it out. Maybe in a couple few months, we get some great traction. Maybe in a couple few months, we're like, no, this was a waste of time. And we're going to drop that as a channel, and we're going to try something else.
Yeah, she's going to be our social marketing queen pretty soon.
Awesome. What's your name?
It's Rose.
Rose, so happy to hear that you are with us. And yeah, just keep tuning in, Rose. And if you need anything, you reach out to me directly. I'll help you out, or the team, the Bloomberg Digital team. We'll give you ideas. We'll give you client sites to study, client social feeds to study. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Great. Anybody else? Any other questions?
Wayne Ken says he would like help with review.
Great. Good. I'm going to tell you this. Here is the long and short of it. We're going to give you some exact steps, but and Dr. Ken, are you still with us here? And if he's not, great. What's your name? Because I don't know that you and I have met.
No, hi. Dr. Ken actually just went in with a patient, so it's me, Andrea. So we want just a little bit help on reviews.
Great.
We're doing
Andrea.
well. We're 5-star at 111 reviews.
Woo. Good job.
So yeah, we're very excited. We hopped over the 4.9. We thought we would never, but we did, and we just want to continue bringing more reviews.
Fantastic. Good. So, and what's your position? What do you do in the practice?
I'm treatment coordinator, but I'm like training to be office manager as well.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, good. So there's a question that just came in that I'm going to attack quickly, which is, should we post all pictures that would be on social media to our Google My Business profile? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because your Google profile is a social media channel. So if you're going to do it on Facebook, do it on Instagram, which they can be published at the same time. You can get that set up to where when you post to Facebook, it also posts to Instagram, but take that same photo and upload it to your Google business profile. So good. So now let's talk about reviews. Leave your microphone on. Leave your microphone on. I'm going to be the assistant at your practice. You're going to be a patient of your practice. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to invent your name as Jane. Okay. So you're just a patient. Hey, Jane, how'd it go today?
It went really good. My first visit, everyone was very nice. The cleaning didn't hurt me. So yeah, I'm really happy.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, Jane, you've been coming to our practice for a while now, but I know that you went to other dentists in the past. Can you tell me maybe what we do better or different than other dental practices you've been to in the past?
That is a great question. I would say you got me in on time and my cleaning didn't hurt.
Awesome. Awesome. Good. And listen, the reason why I'm kind of asking this is today, consumers, they don't want to hear from a business about a business. They want to hear from people who've been to that business, like on Amazon. Do you shop on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you use reviews when you shop on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah, we all do, right? So I'm hoping that you wouldn't mind taking 2 minutes, sitting right there in the same chair you're in right now, and sharing those same kind words in an online review. Would you do that for me?
Yeah, sure. Definitely. Now,
Good.
Dan, my question is, when they say yes and they walk out, how do you follow up? Because like, I don't want to be like, Sue, you didn't write that review. You told me you were gonna, write. Like, how do you follow up with that?
Such a great question. So what's the name of the practice up there?
Newmarket Dental Care, not to be confused with Newmarket Dental Group, because there is a review about us on Newmarket Dental Group. So
those swines. All right. So, so good. Gotcha. Beautiful. All right. So I'm going to show you something. So when the person says, yeah, I'll do that, we go, okay, great. Good. I want you to scan this QR code and do it right here and right now. And the person's going to go, oh, well, I'm a little bit busy right now. But hey, listen, I can do that, maybe tonight. You say, listen, that's great. So Jane, let's pretend this is Jane. So Jane, can you scan this QR code and do it right now?
Yeah, sure.
Good. So that's the easy one. I pull up a QR code and that's that. Good. All right. So we're gonna get a QR code created for you, but you're gonna pull that QR code up right there, and they're gonna scan it on their phone. You already have it. Good. So then they're doing it right in front of you. Are you running into a problem with them not doing it when they're right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some will be like, oh, what did I do? Oh, and then I'd be like, oh, let me help you, and that's fine. But then some will be like, oh, I'll do it later, or okay,
good. So
send me the link and I'll do it.
So be that person right now. Be Jane, who's going to do it later. So
okay,
good. So so would you mind leaving us a review? I got a QR code. You just get it with your phone.
Yeah, sure. But you know what? I don't know how to use the QR code. Could you just text me the link and I'll do it when I get home?
I could totally do that. But Jane, listen, we are playing a game that if we get 10 reviews in a week, Doc's got to buy us all Starbucks and donuts on Monday. We're so close. It'll take 2 minutes. I'll make sure it's fast. I'll help you. Can you help us out, please?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I can do it now.
Good. Now, most people will. The odd person will say, ho, read the lips. Busy. Gotta go. Don't make it weird, okay? Just say, cool, I'll shoot you that link and we hope for the best. But most people want to see you get that Starbucks and donut.
Okay.
And when you tell them, hey, listen, we're playing a game and Dr. Ken, man, you know, even the kind of guy who's antagonistic is gonna say, yeah, let's stick it to the doc. And you better get a venti latte and get like the most expensive. It's funny, it's hilarious. They love it. They love seeing you win. So
Yeah.
add that little tag in at the very end. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Good.
Okay,
Excellent.
we'll try that.
Good. And I'm so glad that you're here. We'll work with you and help you out on that. Okay.
Yeah, I might contact you later.
No problem. No problem. Good. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, the giveaway. Look at that. Beautiful. So they're showing me it in I don't know if it's there, but what a lot of our clients do is they have a basket that are sitting. It's sitting right at reception. It's got some chocolates. It's got some like cool soaps. It's got some gourmet tea. It's got an electric toothbrush and an Amazon card. And people are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And it says a sign, hey, ask how to win me. And the patient goes, how do I win that? Oh yeah, you leave a review. If, you know, listen, if you leave a review, we put your name on a thing and we put it in that little box right there. And we draw it out of there once every couple of weeks. And the person goes, yeah, I'll leave a review. Or yeah, and if you refer another patient, you know, if like you got a brother and he appoints and he comes in, we'll put your name in 5 times. Oh yeah, I got a brother. Yeah, let's get him on the phone. It's funny what people will do. Now, a question came in, is it okay for patients to leave us reviews when connected to our Wi-Fi? Nay, not good. Because it's gonna take the review via a single device, which is your Wi-Fi. So the IP address is not their phone. IP address is an internet protocol address. It's going to come not from their phone, but from your Wi-Fi device, and it'll flag as potentially fraudulent from Google and actually with Yelp. So you want to have them off Wi-Fi. You really shouldn't need guest Wi-Fi unless it's for the kids who are coming in, you know, for, you know, playing Minecraft while their kids are in the back. So I would put a password on your guest Wi-Fi. If you already have a password on your guest Wi-Fi, I would change that password and give it out on request. Otherwise, have people leave the reviews. And if, you know, if they absolutely need it, then come off Wi-Fi during that time. That's a great question. Ontario laws make it hard to do basket for review. It makes it hard, but where they really make it difficult is if you're directly remunerating for a review. Okay. What I would do is say, I would do it, everything I just said, and to say, hey, just so you know, thanks for leaving that review. By the way, we do a little drawing for everybody who's done it. We drop your name in the basket. And so in Canada, and actually sometimes in California, you just got to make sure you're not directly remunerating somebody for a review, and that it could never be construed as such. And you're not, you're doing a drawing. So that's one other additional suggestion. I noticed that Facebook removed reviews on our business page. Is there a way to get these back? No. They generally remove it because of either that IP address that's coming from a centralized device, either a centralized iPad or PC in the practice, or it's coming from a device via Wi-Fi. So once it's gone, it's gone. Easy thing to do is just get more reviews. Great question. Okay, Kim, just open up your microphone. I want to hear from you. What you got?
So, I mean, when patients go to our page to leave a review, like our reviews aren't showing up for them to leave a review.
Good. So it's under, what's the name of the practice?
Flat Rock Family Dentistry.
Okay, good. I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to show you, it's under a different category. Why Facebook did this, I just don't know. I mean, they've made an absolute, I don't know what problem they were trying to solve, but it's frustrating, I know. Okay, good. So trying to get my screen up here. Flat Rock Family Dentistry in Flat Rock, North Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina. Oh, I know who this is. Okay, good. So I'm going to show you where it is. They used to call it, they still call it reviews, but anyways, don't get me started on Facebook. Or should I say Meta, which I will never say except that one time. That's the last time I'm ever going to say that. Okay, so we're gonna go down to Facebook. You see my screen, correct? So here you go to the reviews tab and it's, do you recommend Flat Rock Family Dentistry? Watch what I do here. So if I'm going to create a QR code, I'm going to create it here. I'm going to copy that. Do you see this address up here where my mouse is? That's the link. Do you see that, Kim? The top left. So that's the link. So I could create a QR code from that. But right here, do you recommend Flat Rock Family Dentistry? Yes. Good. Love these guys. Just great people. They are amazing. Dr. Ken is both clinically talented while also just a nice person. The whole staff are fun and friendly. Highly recommend. Now I can say this because I know you guys. I'm recommending you guys. I didn't say that I was a patient, that I got dental care, but I am associative to you. So there it is.
Thanks, Dan. But I don't know, for some reason, that reviews tab isn't showing up. Is it because we're on our own Wi-Fi?
Now when you're, well, sometimes when you're logged in as Flat Rock Family Dentistry, it makes it almost impossible to see. So log in on your personal profile, Kim, and see if you can find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, good. So guys, that puts us at 1:30. How many of you are happy you came? Good. We are going to make this absolutely available to everybody. It's being recorded. So we'll take this recording. We're going to put it on our Facebook clients page, which has just been created. You want to join that. It is a closed page. Julia, do we have that set up? That we're accepting invites? Okay, you're muted.
Yes, yes, we do.
Okay, good. So let me see if I can get there. What's it under? Bloomberg Digital Marketing Agency. Good. So I want to go here. And what you want to do in this is just go ahead and drop a comment in here that you want to be part of the clients only page. And we're going to get you invited into the clients only page where we're going to have a bunch of stuff, including success stories, tips, and this sort of thing. So all this will be made available. And with that, folks, I think that's it as far as the, and we'll send a link. I'll send that link right now. Boom. That's how to get there. And thank you all for coming. And I hope to see you all in 2 weeks. Bye, guys.